If you're a non-vegan watching this and this bothers you, don't be a f***ing hypocrite. Hey guys, David Rams here. Welcome back to another 5-Minute Friday where we're going to go through some of the last week's news. We're going to be debunking some of the most popular stories that have been coming out that have been anti-vegan. This is going to be more for you to share with people who have been giving you shit about these things. If you see something people have been talking about and you want to share it, just take the timestamp. I'm going to put them in the description, the timestamps for the different stories. You can copy it, you can paste it, you can share some of the rebuttals and some of the debunkings of some of the most popular stuff that's been going on that's been anti-vegan from the last week. Before we jump in, if you are looking for some vegan merchandise, I've actually just got some of my own vegan merch right now. I've just actually got it to try out. I'm happy to finally have my own merch and it looks pretty good. I like it, the clear little vegan logo here. There's this and there's more on my website. It's davidrams.com. Go and check it out. If you buy something, you're really helping me out. You can support me and you can look good. There's nothing to lose. Let's put those 5 minutes on the clock and let's jump in with the first story. The Daily Mail has done a story on a woman who has started eating a carnivore diet after previously eating a vegan diet, plant-based diet. She claims that this raw meat, raw eggs cured her acne and cured all of her illnesses magically. I read this article and here's basically what happened. She was sick because she was eating loads of junk food and she wasn't eating properly. She had a disgusting diet. She admitted this herself. It was junk, processed food, and very low in nutrition. She decided to switch to a plant-based diet. She ate nothing but fruits and vegetables and salad for 2 months. She felt good at first, but then she started to feel sick again. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you're not getting enough calories for one, and you're not eating a balanced diet for two. You're not getting the nutrients you need from eating salad. You need to be mixing in legumes. You need to be having nuts and seeds. You need to be eating loads of different foods. A whole food plant-based diet is not just salad. You can't just eat salad and be healthy. She said that diet didn't help her, so she switched to a raw carnivore diet where now she's consuming raw eggs and raw meat, and she's consuming 4,000 calories a day. All of a sudden she's feeling better. Of course you're going to feel better if you go from eating hardly any calories to 4,000 calories, and if you're not frying the food and eating processed food, of course you're going to feel better. She's alleviated these symptoms in the short term, but in the long term she's going to have much worse symptoms and much worse problems, as other carnivore dieters have noticed with this. Aside from the health problems, what about the animals that are going to directly suffer and die at the hands of this ridiculous fad, this ridiculous diet fad? Go back to the plant-based diet and eat it properly. And if you don't know how to eat a proper plant-based diet, a proper balanced plant-based diet, go and sign up to Challenge 22. It's a free 22-day program. They have volunteers and dietitians that can help you, and they will give you a full plan for 22 days of how you can have a balanced plant-based diet so you can live without killing and abusing other animals. The next big story, there's been an article going around that's saying that vegans should stop drinking soya milk to save the rainforests. The authors of this study that has been done to prove that apparently soy milk is worse than cow's milk for the planet, they're saying they can get 85 liters of cow's milk from only 1 kilo of soya bean meal, which is what they feed to the cows. And they're saying that we can only get 7.5 liters of soya drink from the same amount of soya beans. So their argument is that if you want to save the rainforest, if you want to stop the deforestation, you want to be better for the planet and the environment, stop drinking soy milk and start drinking cow's milk. That is completely flawed in every way, because if you want to save the planet and you want to save the planet by reducing soy intake, just stop consuming both soy milk and cow's milk. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out, does it? Drink oat milk, drink rice milk, make it yourself at home. Oats are produced here in Europe in massive quantities if you're in Europe. They're one of the cheapest foods around the world. Rice milk is super easy to make it yourself at home if you're worried about cost. Or alternatively, just do without milk. Simon Cowell has apparently abandoned his vegan diet. He was obviously on a plant-based diet for a little while. He's done that because of an injury he had. He broke his back. This is just a perfect example of why telling people go vegan for your health is bullshit. This is what happens. If you go vegan for health and you're just doing it for selfish reasons, and the second the going gets tough, you just give in and say, oh, well, I just want my chocolate, or I want my, this is what he's eating, I want my chocolate, I want my British comfort foods. He's not gone for vegan alternatives because he doesn't give a shit about the animals. He only cared about doing it for himself, and now he's hurting, so he wants to eat whatever he wants to eat, and he doesn't give a about the animals. This is what happens with vegan for health. Don't go vegan for yourself, go vegan for the animals that suffer, so that when you suffer, you will be thinking about their suffering and not just thinking about yourself, just eating whatever you want because you feel bad. North Koreans have been ordered to sacrifice their dogs to the meat industry because of meat shortages. If you're a non-vegan watching this and this bothers you, don't be a f***ing hypocrite. Why does that bother you? What, because these dogs were some someone's pet. They have an emotional connection to them. That's the only thing that separates them from like a cow that you've eaten yesterday or a chicken that you ate yesterday, is that your emotional connection to them. How fickle do you want to be? Either you care about animals being killed or you don't. If you care about these dogs but you don't care about those chickens, you're just a massive hypocrite. Be consistent. If you care about these dogs being sacrificed to the meat industry in North Korea, then please go down the road and find your nearest chicken farm or chicken slaughterhouse and watch that, and then see that it's exactly the same. There's no difference between these animals, not from their perspective. They want to live, they don't deserve this fate, so go vegan and stop contributing to it. And we're going to finish on a good note, we're going to finish on a high note, something positive. An elephant in Pakistan has been rescued from a zoo where they've spent 30 years chained up. A Cambodian sanctuary is going to take them and give them a better home after 30 years of their life have already been wasted in this horrible place. They're going to have a better home now. They're going to be living a sanctuary life, which means all their needs are going to be taken care of. They're going to have space. They're going to be treated with the respect that they deserve. They're going to be treated like a beautiful sentient being that deserves care and respect, not to be chained up for people to pay and to make money from. That's a really beautiful thing, and I hope in the future we can get more animals out of these disgusting shithole zoos into sanctuaries where they can live out the rest of their lives, getting the proper care and attention they need and not being used for profit. What do you think of this week's 5 Minute Friday? A bit different, right? A little bit of a different vibe to it, a little bit of a different style to it. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. If you didn't like it, let me know in the comments too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell before you leave so you don't miss any more videos in the future. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.